welcome to my series called Movie Reviews, where I talk about movies that I watch in a particular time frame. I do have another Pixar movie that I need to talk about, and this one's actually kind of weird because this is a sequel to a movie that I have never watched, and I had only heard about because it was just fucking everywhere. I could not avoid it. Um, Sorry, I'm just shifting things. But I ended up watching Frozen 2. Now, for people who aren't aware, Frozen took the world by frickin' storm, and it was everywhere. Everybody wanted to be Elsa and Anna. Um, I've never watched the movie, but I do know what it is about. It's basically about two sisters who are part of this kingdom. The older sister, Elsa, is queen when their parents are killed, and basically she has these abilities of ice, and she can basically create things out of ice and snow. I don't know why she ends up running away, but she ends up running away at some point and ends up having a curse that was put on Anna. Again, don't completely understand that part. But I did not like all the hype that came with Frozen. I did not think it deserved all that. Yeah, it did some things that were trailblazing, like one, not having the love story be the central focus. I did appreciate that. Having the sisterly affection be the center focus. I did appreciate that. But there were so many movies that came out around that same time for Disney and Pixar that I thought deserved a lot more credit. The two movies in question are Tangled and The Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog, I absolutely adored, but it didn't get half as much airtime as Frozen did, and Tangled, it dealt with some very heavy topics, and it did not get as much like notice as Frozen did. So I was kind of bitter, but I didn't have much control over what we were watching that day, so my friend ended up putting on Frozen 2. And this takes up right after the events of Frozen 1. And basically, Elsa she's once again back as being queen, but she's feeling restless, like there's something wrong. And she ends up hearing this sound that's coming from these set of woods that have been basically cut off from Arendelle. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the state right. But basically, if I remember correctly, it was like a big snowstorm. Basically blanketed the town, or for some odd reason, the town was basically just completely covered. And Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf ended all going into this forest and found that it had basically been stuck in a time loop from when Arendelle was first created. And you find out how all of this ended up starting out. You find out what Elsa actually is. It's a little overly complicated for me, but I will say that the ending was a lot more narratively satisfying than I was expecting. Um, I do like, there was a headcanon that someone said that they had for Frozen that I actually really agree with, is that Elsa died and that she's a spirit talking to Anna, which is why Anna becomes queen. But it's very ambiguous of what actually happens at the end or what everything means. So, well, it was a good movie. It wasn't one that I would go out of my way to watch, and it's certainly not making me want to watch Frozen 1. But it was good. So I don't really have all that much to say because it was I will say that the one thing that I did appreciate is that it gave a little bit more backstory to the parents, which I firmly do not believe that Anna and Elsa's parents are Tarzan's parents. No. That does not even sound accurate considering the colorization of each of the characters and the ones from Tarzan as well. But that's my opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want of it, but So, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.